Hi, this is Katie Meyer with Montana HOSA, here to tell you a little bit about the teamwork event, Community Awareness. Community Awareness is a teamwork event, and those take place on the same day as the leadership events at our state leadership conference. So you can only do one event that day. You could either do a teamwork event or a leadership event, and just one event for the day. This teamwork event consists of an event that has 2 to 4 members in it. So you need to make sure that even if somebody were to drop and they can't come anymore because of a scheduling conflict, that you have at least 2 people that can move on to state to present on behalf of your group, and no more than 4 people. So what you're going to do as a team, this is one that you probably want to start fairly early, probably in the fall semester, be thinking about it, be talking to your advisor about it. But you're going to identify a community need, and that community could be your school, it could be a middle school, it could be the larger community in which you live in. And then you're going to create a presentation to that community to address that individual need that's going on. This event is very similar to health education. So if you're doing a health aspect to your community awareness, you might kind of want to double check and see what's the best event for what you're doing. It might do better in community awareness versus health education, because those can be really similar. So double check that as you look at those guidelines. I would look at your guidelines really early. So those are always available on our Montana HOSA website as the short sheet guidelines, because you're going to want to look at the rubric. What are you going to get scored on? And then maybe design your presentation and your data collection around that. Are you getting scored on, your way that you improve knowledge in that content area? Do you want to make sure you have a before and after survey? All those kind of things with these types of events are what you're going to want to look at as you're designing this. So this event has a couple of components. You're going to identify that need, and you're going to go present within that community. So maybe at the middle schools, you're doing presentations on hand washing or toothbrushing or whatever you decide that need might be. And then you're going to create a portfolio. What did you do? Might have photos in it, it might have surveys on it, and how you're going to capture that. And then you're going to submit that portfolio early. So that's going to be scored separately with that digital upload that's due. Remember, Montana HOSA does not use Tallo, so there'll be directions about how you're going to submit it to us by that early deadline before state, and we're going to score those. This allows our judges to have more time just scoring your presentations and not having to read through stuff. And if we had enough competitors where we needed to make cuts in this event, we would do that based on this first round of scoring that portfolio. So watch for those directions about how to submit those. Only one of your team members needs to submit, but that portfolio does need to be submitted by that deadline as a single PDF. And so if you have trouble knowing how to create a single document with that, let us know and we can try to help you out with that. And then competitors that are moving on will then come to the state conference, and they will present to the judges about their project. They're going to, talk about their creative process, and they're going to answer questions. You're not required to bring that portfolio with you, but I definitely recommend it because it might be separate judges who are judging digital submissions. Statewide, we might have volunteers doing that all over the state, whereas we might have local judges then scoring your presentation. And it's a great tool to use as a visual aid. You don't need an official HOSA binder. Any black or blue binder will work, but make sure when you're making that portfolio to present and when you're submitting it that you look at the requirements. There's a max page requirement, there's requirements of what needs to be included, what you can't include. The other thing it'll show you is what are they going to score that rubric or that portfolio on, and what does your presentation look like? What are they going to score you on for your 5-minute presentation? Those are definitely things that I would practice and have people score, have somebody score my portfolio before I submitted it, get feedback on what I'm missing, what rules did I not understand, present your not only practice your presentation to your community ahead of time before going there, but also then practice your delivery of your presentation about your presentation using that scoring rubric. So this is a really fun one. It was really popular pre-COVID. We definitely saw, some difficulties being able to get into communities to do this one in the past couple of years. So I'm excited to see this one ramp up again. So let us know if you have any questions, and we're happy to help out.